Kalalawala Basham Shai Basham Kakudash belongs to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I rule and teach well peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of the city, pushing the word and truth and in sincerity. I'm Brother Maratisaki here with a short impromptu video. So I saw this headline and I say, I'll go down in the article. I haven't written down any precepts, so spirit lead, so we will run through this, get some precepts, and close out just another short video. Just putting the information out there, in other words, right? Based on Reuters, it says Israel backers attack Palestinian camp at UCLA, which is a university, as New York police arrest 300. Right? It says May 1st, supporters of Israel attacked a pro-Palestinian protest camp at the University of California in Los Angeles. Right? On Wednesday, hours after New York City police arrested some 300 protesters as days of mounting tensions on some U.S. college campuses boiled over. Eyewitness videos from UCLA verified by Reuters showed people wielding sticks or poles to hammer on wooden boards, being used as makeshift barricades to protect pro-Palestinian protesters before police were deployed to the campus. On the other side of the country, New York police arrest pro-Palestinian demonstrators occupying an academic building at Columbia University and removed a 2-week-old protest encampment that had inspired similar protests at campuses across the country and abroad. Arrests at Columbia and nearby City College of New York numbered about 300. Mayor Eric Adams said, with many of them charged with trespassing and criminal mischief. The clashes at UCLA and in New York are part of the biggest outpouring of U.S. racism since the anti-racism rallies and marches of 2020. I believe referring to the BLM movement. Which was really not BLM because that was started by some white folk, if you do research. Nevertheless, we could see how the tensions of what going on in over in the so-called Middle East, what going on over there, spewing out into America, because why America, America have the role to play in it as well. Just today I was listening to a video that Elder Ariam Lab did, and he mentioned a movie where the man say, I think it's the Purge, the latest Purge, where the man say, hey, I'm American, and the man ask him, what type of American are you? Meaning if you're born here or if you immigrate here or whatever. And as we know, they have a whole immigration situation going on right now. A high influx of immigrants. You understand? This is also going to add to other things because we know it have another word, Ukraine and Russia. And this could also contribute to a civil unrest, a heavy civil unrest. You understand? So we're seeing how everything basically adding up to the prophecies coming to pass. We've seen everything trickling into this big bucket, in other words, to fill it in order for the prophecies to come to pass, right? But reading on, the protests were triggered by the October 7th attack on the southern Israel by Hamas militants from the Gaza Strip and the ensuing Israeli offensive on the Palestinian enclave. Students have railed or set up tent encampments at dozens of schools across the U.S. in recent days, expressing opposition to Israel's war in Gaza and demanding schools divest from companies that support Israel's government. Many of the schools have called in police to quell the protests. With the presidential election coming in November, Republican lawmakers have accused some university administrations of ignoring anti-Semitic rhetoric and harassment. So, some demanding that Colombia's president resign. Many protesters, some of whom are Jewish, reject allegations of anti-Semitism. Uh, somebody protesters who protesting against what they're doing, what Israel doing over in Gaza are actually, or they're not actually so-called, you know what I mean, small hats now, but they are the small hats now, but, and they are not say this is not anti-Semitism. So, it could show how the politicians in America vying for Israel regardless how Biden say or we tell them to stand down and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, they in full support of them, right? It's UCLA protesters report violent attacks. UCLA officials declared on Tuesday that the encampment was unlawful, violated university policy, and included people unaffiliated with the campus. Yes, and so strangers. Footage from the early hours showed counter demonstrators, many of them masked and some apparently older than students, throwing objects and trying to smash or pull down the wooden and steel barriers erected to shield the encampment. Some screamed pro-Jewish comments as pro-Palestinian protesters tried to fight them off. They were coming up here and just violently attacking us, said pro-Palestinian protester Kaya Shah, a researcher at UCLA. I just don't think they would ever get to this, escalate to this level where our protest is met by counter protesters who are violently hurting us, inflicting pain on us when we are not doing anything to them. Demonstrators on both sides used pepper spray and fights broke out. Pro-Palestinian demonstrators said the counter protesters threw fireworks at them and beat them with bats and sticks. Benjamin Kenson, a UCLA graduate and member of the group Jewish Voice for Peace, called it a devastating night of violence. The encampment would be a peaceful effort were it not for the continuous presence of counter-protesters and agitators. He wrote in a text message, while Congress holds more hearings on whether Jewish students feel safe enough on campus, Jewish students are among those withstanding attacks from Zionist protesters. You understand? Yeah, so what they're saying is, hey, some of the so-called Jays, you know what I mean, is pro-Palestine. That what graduates saying is pro-Palestine. Them detest what they're doing over there, but hey, all things have to happen. All things have to happen to what? To fulfill prophecy. Let me get some precepts, as I say, I'm not written down. Already have a precept that come to mind, but let me just go into these scripts to search it up. So I'm not return unto me, boy. Right. There is Isaiah 55 and 11. It says, we start from 10. It says, for as the rain cometh down, and the snow from heaven, and return it not thither, but water it the earth, and make it to bring forth bud, that it may give seed to the sower and bread to the eater, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Yeah. When the Most High saying, he said, these things will happen, these things will prosper because, hey, it pleased me. This is my will. You understand? This is my will. Whether or not they like it, whether or not they want to see it happen like that. And it's going to get much more violent. You understand? It's good. It is going to get much more violent, right? As time progresses, as the food diminish. You understand? You see in the UK right now that farmers saying, hey, just something shit on all the shelves as the US dollar depletes and they're bringing in the CBDC system. All these things. We see that it's going to get worse, and the Most High told us it's going to get worse. You understand? Wars and rumors of wars. You understand? As Yahushua said, Slakia, right? It's going to have wars and rumors of wars. So this could be, just a little stir up. It might not amount to anything, or this could fucking be start an all-out civil war. We just had to wait and see. But hey, these things must come to pass, right? You know, these things must come to pass. Them spirits being stirred up. You know, I'm gonna go to the book of Ecclesiasticus. I think it's 28. No, 29 and 28. No. Bear with me one moment. Ecclesiasticus 39. 39 and 28, it said, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire, hail, and famine, and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Right? All these things were created for vengeance, right? And you know what it said? They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. That is who? That is Yahweh. You understand? So when these things happen, that way you say, hey, when my word do return unto me void, it will accomplish that which I please and prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Wherever I say do it will be done by. Most I talk about these things, I be talk about farming. Farming of the word. Farming of the word is a big thing that coming into play real big on a lot of people's noses and they don't even realize it. You understand? But as watchmen of the Lord, hey, we know and we see and we are aware of what's going on. We are asleep. You know? We watching what's going on. Because these minor how to put it, skirmishes, I don't want to say skirmishes, but for lack of a better word right now, right? These minor skirmishes could devolve into something, devolve or evolve. But I want to say, yeah. Oh yeah, sure that. This could evolve into something much, much worse. You understand? Because it's not one place it happened. It's two different states, and police lock up 300 persons at one site. You understand? So it could spark a race or a civil something. As I was saying before, not to mention the high influx of immigrants, not just from South America, but from all over the world. Who it was, boy, who was talking about that, boy? I think it's the brother from the Mississippi camp, you know? Birmingham, Mississippi, yeah. I think it's the brother from there. When you talk about that, you talk about they just focusing on the Jakes. What is either he or the or LRM lab? One of them. I watch both of them videos this morning, or listen to it rather, right? And he mentioned that he said they're just focusing on Jakes, fighting Jakes. They're focusing on all the other people who have militarily trained age and who home country they are military trained and so on and so basically mercenaries coming into the country. And when shit hit the fan, yeah, I think that was Elder Ariamla video. He mentioned that when things shit hit the fan, you know, these people are trained killers, trained assassins. They could, you know what I mean? They could take on, you know what I mean, scores of people and slaughter them. If push come to shove, and hey, push is coming to shove. Push is coming to shove. You know? And I just said, these things were sent from who? Was sent from the Most High. Right? These things were sent. I wonder if there's a scripture I'm looking for. No, that's not the precept I was looking for. But nevertheless, these things were written. These things were written to happen. Alright? Let me go to the book. What am I doing? It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl, for your misery shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupt and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is conquered against you, and shall eat your flesh as it will fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you, kept back by which have reaped, entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth, which means the Lord of armies. Right? The reason I bring all this precept is because even the ones who rich, right, or for instance, the children, right, just maybe caught in the crosshairs of this. When that civil unrest break free, that's why you find them billionaires and you know what I mean, the elites, they building bunkers, you know, but it have little well off, you know what I mean. It have the basic Edomite way, you know, he asked from the elbow, and then it have the, you know what I mean, the mid tier, and then it have the upper echelon ones, you know what I mean, right? But they are the rich of the earth. We know that they inherit, you know what I mean. We know what is the blessing. The sword and the fatness of the earth, this is their own. For now, you know, for now. Nevertheless, you understand, they heap together, the treasures, the elites heap together, the treasures, and we already know they don't mind slaughtering their own to accomplish the goal. You understand? But even their own will stand against them, just the same way they own, even the ones who are so-called, you know what I mean, small arts, on the side of Palestine, is pro-Palestine in the protest right now. As the man say, you know, it have, you know what I mean, small hats who in with the Palestinians and the other ones who more radical, fighting them and beating them and so on and so forth. Yeah? Your treasures don't mean shit. That money don't mean shit. Your title won't mean shit when that time come. When that shit hit that proverbial fan. Yeah? All you feel about them 15-minute cities going on. No. You understand? According to a letter, once the MOT hit the fan, within a few months, we speculate that, hey, ayo Pancho, boy. Ayo Pancho. You understand? Like I just see the people's voice, and they basically saying, hey, the warning that the collapse of the US dollar is imminent at me. And then they're gonna bring in a CBDC system. So what? At the MOTB, all these things were written to pass. And it will come to pass. You know? So all that being said, I hope this was insightful. You know, I hope it was edifying to the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And with that, I would say, Kalalal Wahawadla Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Ba'Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of this earth, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And Brother Manat is saying Shalom.